This will have to... You will pay the price. Still want to fight? You shouldn't try. You'll only embarrass yourself.
We've done it. Excellent work.
I already feel that page twisting inside me, you know? Who's to say I won't?
You are not Blaze, Robbie.
But I led you straight to him. Played right into his little game. If Illyana hadn't been there...
But I was there, Robbie. As you are always for me. It is time we go home.
I'm gonna find him. Blaze. And when I do...
You will know the true face of vengeance.
Tried to sell us out and we're still going to trust him?
Blade and we've worked with Johnny before. Wanda coming back shows you how fluid these end-of-world situations are.
Illyana called Limbo home. With that Mephisto creeper living there?
You got to be bored watching me practice defensive roles.
I'm kind of busy right now.
Cleaning your car?
It's gotta be done. If I don't, no one else will.
I know you are feeling a lot of conflicted feelings. About Johnny Blaze, about carrying the parchment. You are going to be okay. You have got the ability to handle all of this.
Time will tell, I guess, huh? Consider me skeptical.
If there is something you need to get off your chest.
You mean like the parchment? No, it's in there pretty snug. I'm doing great otherwise. It's not like any major life role models attempted to sell us out to Mephisto recently.
Robbie,
Thanks for checking on me, Hunter. Later. I just want to be alone right now. Thanks.
I see things are going well for you too. How'd you bring Wanda back? Was it some weird mystical ritual, or was it cognitive recalibration via spirit force trauma? To me, it looked like your soul punched Wanda's coffee this morning. One time, I even...
Heard about the Limbo adventure.
Morale is feeling pretty high these days. Wanda's return to us is like starting a whole new chapter. The one where we drive back the forces of hell.
I will see if I can find you a treat later.
Stop being so defensive and listen to us, Robbie.
We're just worried about you, that's all.
No need to be worried. I got this.
I don't think you fully understand what you're carrying. The parchment packs a lot of evil.
And what? You don't think I can handle it? I'll have you know that you aren't the only one who has a corner on controlling darkness. Just ask Sparky.
We're just concerned.
Concerned? You're starting to sound an awful lot like Caretaker, Nico.
Since when did you become such a jerk?
Since he started carrying that damn page, that's
Why
when...
don't you worry about yourself, Blade?
Whatever you say, Robbie. Why don't you go find Peter?
Well, maybe I will. I'm out.
Well, we tried.
The Parchment of Power is no joke. Then again, neither is Robbie. Let's just hope he's right and he can handle it.
Yeah, let's hope.
Hunter?
Have time to talk, Hunter? I saw you witnessed our disagreement in the hallway earlier.
I did.
Yet you didn't say anything.
I did not.
The parchment contained some of the darkest, most twisted magic that's ever existed. Robbie's my friend, but I don't think he's strong enough to withstand those forces. If he doesn't pass that page off to someone else, it's going to consume him.
You could make the difference for him, Daywalker. Seek him out. Listen to his troubles. Let him confide in you.
I think he's already been doing that with Peter.
You can never have too many friends in situations like this. He could use your friendship too. And your wisdom. Robbie and Peter both. That is why we are a team.
How much longer is he expected to hold the page?
We are all waiting on Stark. Until he can finalize his plan to destroy it, we wait.
All I can say is Stark had better hurry.
Feeling good today, girl? Intriguing.
I hope Robbie's doing okay.
Interesting.
The hunter stalks its prey. Oh, you are gonna love this. How's it going, boss? Good. I needed something to do. Sometimes, I even impress myself. We are finally getting some decent tech down here.
How can we help you, Hunter? I'm happy to help, Hunter.
I have some words to contribute.
I'm actually agreeing with you, Nico.
Wait, you're what?
A lot from Robbie. Maybe too much.
So glad you see them.
It seems to me that he's risking himself all for destroying the parchment.
Point taken. We will have to keep an eye on him.
maybe we can get Hunter to talk to him. See if he's okay.
Not a bad idea.
Someone's gotta do something about Robbie. Someone's gotta do something about Robbie. Someone's gotta do something about Robbie. Robbie's walking around with a magical bomb in his chest, and it's insane that people think that's okay. I mean, it seems like Caretaker understands the danger, but nobody else wants to hear it.
Robbie is doing very important work. He needs your support right now.
I see. Support the cause, right? Just shut up and do what you're told forever.
Not forever. Just until Tony is ready for him.
I mean, be honest with me. Do you really think Stark's plan is gonna work? Because, you know what I think? I think this is all about Stark getting back at Banner. And Robbie's just a tool for him to use, like everything else in the Forge.
Robbie agreed to this plan. No one forced him to do it.
He may not have agreed if he knew the dangers, and I don't think Tony's been clear about that.
We are all in danger. But I do think Tony owes us an explanation for his behavior.
I swear, if anything happens to Robbie...
And what exactly do you think will happen to Robbie while he is carrying the parchment?
I don't know exactly. Maybe the magic in the page will drive him insane. Maybe it'll wreck his body. Who knows? But I really don't want to sit around waiting to find out. I just hope Robbie makes it through this in one piece.
Back again. We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
The Chaos Magic's power grows.
Peace.
I have lots to talk about. Too much.
It is quite something you were able to escape Lilith's control.
I don't know where I would be without friends like you.
It's weird. I just felt this need to be out here. Okay, what's your deal? Something about Jeremiah Kane's statue drew me. Guess it's that old Spirit of Vengeance connection, huh?
Like you, Kane carried more burdens than any one man should.
Yeah, So he knew how the big honor could also become a curse.
Do you feel like you have been cursed?
Absolutely. I mean, it's awesome to be one of the Midnight Suns and have the incredible responsibility of carrying the Parchment of Power. But it also really sucks.
No one ever said our tasks would be easy, especially now.
I get it. It would just be nice if the price of failure wasn't, you know, the end of the world.
Blaze's betrayal probably soured your outlook.
About that. I keep thinking about what happened back in Limbo. Right before all the fighting broke out, when Blaze told me you were the key to the Parchment, the prophecy, all of it. And that if we took you out, the world might survive.
Robbie.
I know what you're gonna say. Don't trust Blaze. I get it. Which is why I'm thinking I should read this parchment for myself and find out exactly what caused him to get so worked up about you.
The forces of the Parchment and the Darkhold are not to be trifled with, Robbie. You cannot expect to read the page the way you would a normal book.
Oh boy, here we go. More of that. This is beyond you, Robbie. I've been hearing this junk since I asked to see my first R-rated movie as a kid. Guess what? I snuck into those movies and I can sneak a peek at the Parchment.
Trust me, this is not the same as childhood misbehavior. You are gambling not just with your life, but the lives of all of those who love you.
Fine, forget it. I'm not gonna read the page. Happy now?
I am relieved, yes. But what are you going to do instead?
I'm gonna do what I normally do. Sit and worry. And hope Stark hurries up with whatever he's building in the forge.
That may take a while.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear you say that. After all this, I better get a statue of my own around here. What's good?
Just tell me.
I already told you.
That was just a bunch of hocus-pocus mumbo-jumbo. Authored by the hand of a corrupted elder god, vile, unspeakable evil power contained within its pages. I get it. The Darkhold is bad. But I'm a scientist. I need facts, examples, highlights, lowlights.
Are you really asking me for a book report on the Darkhold?
I mean, I could just blast the page to smithereens without knowing the context, but understanding it is so much more interesting.
Context or no context, I'm still skeptical that your plan will actually work.
Well, okay, then share your deep insights with me, Dr. Spooky. Come on, spill the beans.
I have no beans to spill, Tony. I think I need some fresh air.
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there, Hunter. I guess you're wondering why Strange and I were getting into it.
I saw enough.
He gets so huffy and precious when it comes to his magic stuff. Everything has to be shrouded in mystery, like he's on stage in Vegas or something. I think he's afraid I'm going to turn around and become an even greater sorcerer than he is.
I thought you two had put your rivalry behind you. Are you not supposed to be getting along?
I guess you could say we get along like family.
That is...
Well, in that he's the annoying cousin who comes to visit and then burns weird incense and never leaves.
Surely there is a way for you both to work together in harmony.
You'll never catch us in the same barbershop quartet. But, given enough time, I'm sure I can reverse engineer an Elder God's programming language. Sure, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying, but that's not my problem.
So you think the Darkhold is no different from some fabulous bit of technology?
Oh, absolutely. And like any other fabulous bit of technology, it's only a matter of time before I figure out how to do what I want to do with it. Every problem has a solution, my resurrected friend, and I'm going to find it.
I warn you, the Darkhold is not a thing to be trifled with.
Oh, I'm gonna trifle with it, all right. I'm gonna trifle that thing until it's just burned ash on the floor.
Just make sure the pulp on the floor is not you.
Oh, I'll be extra careful.
And what about Strange? Are you going to let him sulk?
Oh, I'll find Dr. Spooky later, and explain my position clearly. Make sure he understands.
It might help if you stop calling him Dr. Spooky.
Yeah, you're right. I should use his name. Stephen Spooky.
I give up.
Well, don't give up yet. You need to get the research going on the Gamma Accelerator. I've got the pieces and Dad's research, and I'm ready to go. I'm serious about getting the research started. Parchment isn't going to blow itself up.
The magic hut. Good day, Hunter.
Now we're getting somewhere.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again. Almost.
Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
We'll handle it post-haste. Follow my movement.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Will sustain us. I am the spirit of vengeance. It was your time. You have been judged. You bring judgment upon yourself. Smell the power in your veins.
They're still coming for me.
I won't.
I've not lost interest.
suffering begin.
Interesting tactic.
Accept your fate. To restore strength. All who serve the mother are dead. Prepare yourself.
Now that was something.
As she commands, you will obey. By my side. You are the same.
Let's proceed then. Watch closely. A gift from ancient traditions. Watch and learn, friends. This should aid me in my fight. Prepare yourself. Let's try. I may require some assistance here.
You cannot stop us. Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
We're supposed to have shop class tonight, but Tony really got under his skin. I've never seen him this mad. Can you help me talk him down?
Lead the way.
Thanks, Hunter.
You've gone too far, Tony!
Explain how replacing outdated equipment is a problem.
You moved my car!
It was in the way, and I moved it back.
Oh, crap.
All this flashy junk isn't why I'm here. Why any of the rest of us are here.
Well, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, then get out of the way.
Never meet your heroes. I get it now. I don't know why I thought you could change.
Robbie just needs a little space. Let's get started. We don't have much on this Sabretooth guy, but we know he's incredibly dangerous. He's also somewhat predictable.
In what way?
When it comes to a fight, he's extremely aggressive. Our ideas take advantage of that.
What have you cooked up?
The initial prototype uses a tailored pheromone to keep him away. It provokes an intense revulsion we hope will blunt his attacks.
Like a foul scent used to keep animals at bay?
Well put. Our other prototype is... well, we kept it simple. It's part sedative and part itching powder.
To trip him up with a thorn in his paw.
A very distracting thorn at that. Did you bring the components?
No.
Sure, I get it. I have a hard time tracking them down too. Time to... Tony, what's up?
I think your gearhead pal is still wound up.
Okay. Hunter, give me a minute. I want to make sure Robbie's okay.
Take your time. I'll assemble the prototype for the Hunter.
Oh, I'd prefer to hold off. There are some details I want to go over before we begin.
Oh, come on. You've managed so far. How hard can it be for me?
Sure, fine.
Before we get started, I've noticed Parker takes twice as long to finish these prototypes than he should. I have some ideas.
Give me a minute.
You know what? Don't worry about it. I can handle this myself.
Okay.
Sit back and watch the master at work. What, you looking for a round two? I don't want to butt heads, but to quote a frenemy, I can do this all day.
Tony, I don't want to fight you. You were my hero growing up.
Kids do love Iron Man.
Not Iron Man. You, Tony. The man who could fix any problem with technology.
What do you want, Robbie?
10 years ago, you bought the Salazar steel plant, then shut it down. Do you remember what you said at the press conference? When you announced the Stark Technology Center?
Something witty?
You said, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, you should get out of my way. Tony, you put half the families in my neighborhood out of work. And for what? You never even broke ground on that technology center.
I don't even remember this.
3 years later, most of the families who you put out of work had moved away. Follow the jobs, you know? The rest of us weren't so lucky. That's when things got real bad. But those families had it right. You need to know when it's time to move on. So good luck with shop class. I hope it's all the progress you want it to be.
You too, Parker?
Yeah, Tony. If I could manage it, how hard can it be for you?
Damn it. What just happened?
I guess you are in charge now.
I didn't want this.
That is not what I saw.
I can fix this.
Maybe, but not tonight.
The Hellride is ready and waiting. The Hellride won't let me down. Neither will Johnny Blaze.
Hunter.
Tension's so thick I could claw it to shreds.
Something, or someone, is going to snap. Did you hear Tony and Strange arguing?
I never used to trust anyone unless they had a rough childhood.
Really?
Don't act so surprised. I'm capable of trusting people.
I meant, why did you feel that way?
Oh, I used to think people with easy childhoods were soft, that they'd blow over as soon as anything went wrong. I didn't hate them, but I barely saw them as human.
I have met plenty of strong people who have had easy childhoods.
Same. That's part of what convinced me I was full of it. I still catch myself thinking those thoughts, but I've worked to ignore them. Truth is, I never had it easy, and was jealous of those who did. Took me a while to figure that out. How about you? Not counting Ileana, your childhood was the roughest of the Midnight Suns. Do you find it harder to trust?
Maybe 3 centuries ago, but that is no longer how I see it.
You think dying put what matters into perspective?
Could be. Or maybe Nico's role in my resurrection gave me a bit of her optimism.
You're lucky if it did. She has enough to keep us going, but not so much to be annoying. I respect that. We should do this again.
Hi, kiddo.
I will see if I can find you a treat later. Agatha, what are you doing?
Casting a protection spell over the Abbey. Now that we are in possession of the Parchment of Power, we must be vigilant in guarding against its influences.
What can I do to help?
You can't. This is a very rare form of sorcery, practiced only by those who have passed from this realm. But you can watch over the others. This spell will only prevent the worst type of harm the parchment can inflict, but can't stop it from making mischief completely.
Mischief? What sort of mischief?
There's no way of knowing for sure. But if there's one thing I am sure of, it's this. The words etched onto the page were written by Chthon himself. Not even my magic can silence them. They will affect us, if only in whispers. I mean, they're probably affecting us right here, right now, and won't stop. Not until Stark finally manages to nuke it from space.
I was more concerned how it could harm Robbie, not the rest of us.
I'm concerned for him too, but while the page remains here in the Abbey, it affects us all. Well, I should really finish this incantation. The spell cannot be completed without it.
I will leave you to it then.
Sleep well, Hunter. If you can.
Glad to have you with us.
Are you finally beginning to understand now? Family protects one another. Family loves one another. Family would do anything to save one another. Is that not what these heroes of yours preach? Then why abandon you at the doorstep of that wretched pretender Mephisto, my precious child?
My family saved me. It was the coward Blaze that sold me out.
Perhaps. Still, Blaze is no coward. And he is most certainly not a friend to Mephisto. For him to have made such a deal, all the more reason I must have the page.
I knew you were going to go there.
Hear me, child. Say what you will about Johnny Blaze, but his soul is one of the strongest I have ever encountered. He has carried the parchment for decades without succumbing to its call, battled angels and demons alike, and rattled the thrones of far too many gods.
It almost seems like you admire him.
I simply state the facts. Now he is free of the page, and another takes on the mantle of its guardian.
Robbie.
Do you really think he will prevail over the Parchment of Power?
You were right, Mother.
I am?
Robbie will never be Johnny Blaze. He will become something far greater. I gladly place my fate and that of the world in his hands.
My original offer still stands. If you truly value your friend, relieve him of his burden and surrender the parchment to me. Ignore my warning, and Blaze's betrayal will be a fond memory compared to what is coming next.
I hope the others slept better than I did.
No, that can't be. I had that dream too.
Maybe it was something we ate.
Don't you mean someone?
I don't know. This stinks of a hex or a curse or something.
If we all had the same nightmare, does that mean we all share the same subconscious neurosis?
God, I hope not.
The probability of every single one of us walking the same dream state is 1,000,000,000,000 to 1. It must mean something.
Yeah, it means we might want to have a little chat with our friendly neighborhood hunter.
Oh, I knew I should have let Mr. Murdoch copyright that for me.
I still can't get that image out of my mind.
Same here, and that's saying a lot these days.
I'm sure there's a logical explanation for this all.
There is... the parchment.
I knew that page would find a way of messing with our heads.
Or maybe it was warning us about you-know-who.
Did you have the dream?
What dream?
I'm here if you want to talk about it.
I'm assuming you had the same dream last night as the rest of us.
I am pretty sure I did not. What was it?
I'll let Wanda tell you. She's better at communicating those kinds of things. All I can say is, what I saw last night made me worry about you.
I am more worried about you. Riddled with nightmares, suspicious of friends and colleagues. The page is getting to you.
The page is not getting to me. Everyone had the same exact nightmare last night. If anything, it's getting to everyone here.
It is possible. The full effects of the Parchment of Power have gone largely unstudied.
And they will remain unstudied. Honestly, I can't wait for it to be destroyed.
So, you are not going to read it?
Hell no. And not just because I suspect it's giving me bad dreams. Because I know whatever Blaze read set him off so hard that he betrayed us.
Are you afraid of reading the page because you think you would betray us, Robbie?
Kinda. Yeah.
I do not think you ever could. You are made of stronger stuff than Blaze.
Thanks, Hunter. It makes me feel better. but I'm still not chancing it. I think Wanda wants to talk to you. I should stop monopolizing your time and let her get a word in. Oh, and Hunter?
Yes, Robbie?
Take care of yourself, okay? Like, really take care.
I always do. What is everyone so upset about?
A nightmare. We all had the same one last night, and it has unnerved us. Wondering if you had the same one too. Would be weird if you were the only one in the Abbey who didn't.
You mean the one about Lilith?
Wait, you had a dream about Lilith?
Is that not the one you all had?
No, Hunter. We had a dream about you. And it was a pretty awful one, too.
What? What about me?
Let's just say you... something threw you above us. Your face twisted in what could only be described as extreme agony. And that's as far as I want to remember. I don't want to freak you out. I mean, it was just a dream, right?
We both know nothing is just a dream, especially these days.
Let's hope this one was. We should probably stop talking now. Everyone is staring.
They are staring?
Yep.
They really are frightened, are they not?
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, everyone here is just as afraid of me as they are of you.
Parchment really wants to be read out loud. Good thing for everyone. I hate reading in front of the class.
Lilith's messing with our...
It was all a dream, right, Hunter? Next time, could you dream of literally anything else? I'll even take one of those dreams where we're all late to class, and it's test day, and we're all in our pajamas. You know, the usual kind of dread. I'm trying to assume it was Lilith in all our heads last night. Don't prove me wrong, Hunter.
Last night was no dream. Lilith intended us to witness that vision. Lilith is toying with our emotions and our minds because she is desperate for the parchment. That said, something still isn't quite making sense. The whole picture is fuzzy. We are missing something.
Hunter. Maybe we can help you learn not to share them. I don't like these apocalypse willies. I don't...
What have you got for me, boss? Initiating struggle. These should definitely give you an edge. I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here. Got any blueprints for us?
Always a pleasure.
Why are you smiling?
Because you're dead. Hangman.
Damn it.
No offense, Hunter, but you suck. I couldn't have come up with an easier answer.
The irony of a Dhampir telling me that I suck is not lost on me, Eric.
Hey, keep it down or this game isn't the only thing you'll be losing tonight.
Is that why you brought me here? To tell me how much I suck at parlor games?
Actually, I'm here to tell you how much you don't suck. You're turning out to be one of my favorite people, and I don't like people.
What about Captain Danvers? Is she not your favorite person?
I don't know her as well as you. Been a while since I've had someone to lean on who handles their inner demons with as much swagger as you do. You remind me of this guy I used to work with, Hannibal King. He knew how to walk the line between good and evil without falling off, not unlike you.
Sounds like another kindred spirit.
He was. Man, was he one lousy vampire. But I guess you have to be a lousy vampire to be a good vampire detective.
Vampire detective? That is a first.
We worked together to track down the vamp who killed my mother, Deacon Frost. He didn't have to help me, but he did. Proves that even the baddest of the bad can still have a heart, even if it's not beating. Resisting succumbing to your own darkness takes a shitload of willpower. I'm proud of you for resisting yours. Just don't fall off the wagon.
What happens if I do?
Then I'll just have to kill you, just like I killed my mentor Jamal.
You never told me what happened with that.
Well, here's the abridged version. Dracula turned Jamal into a Class A Nosferatu, and I had no choice but to put him down. Hardest thing I ever had to do. But mark my words, Hunter. If you ever go 100% evil on me, I won't think twice about taking you out too.
I would do the same for you, you know.
What do you mean?
If you ever became a danger to others, I would stake you in a heartbeat.
Well, let's hope it never comes down to that. Already lost enough friends that way. Don't want to lose another.
Then here is to not killing each other.
I'll drink to that. Oh, and Hunter, this blood's for you.
Maybe I shouldn't be so gung-ho about you confronting Lilith.
It was terrifying to see you hold the page in her dream. Somehow, it felt right.
Disturbing dreams aside, we must focus on the Gamma Cannon.
Hydra thinks they're so clever. Just imagine if they actually were. We might be in trouble.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
It will be done.
I hope this is one of the stronger arms. We did come all the way here for a fight.
They're falling apart, just like we expected.
That was really...
Let's give it a go.
It's remarkable how well Hydra manages to attract new recruits despite decades of ineptitude. This won't end well for you. You've been deceived by Lilith, and it may very well cost you your life. Watch closely.
You've been practicing, haven't you?
It is time. Sustain us.
Interesting tactic.
More of her servants join the fray. They continue their march towards hell.
You've still got some time. Tear them to shreds.
Vengeance is near.
That's the spirit.
helping hand.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Ooh, you should probably see a doctor.
It's my turn.
We will not be down!
One of our allies is in trouble.
They seem committed to their plan.
It was a mistake to come here, but
Time is almost up. Do as much as you can.
Let's
Will not be broken!
your actions have consequences. I'd consider another profession if I were you. You're not going to.
easily distracted, eh?
By the will of the old gods.
Need to restore our strength.
Let's try
It will sustain us.
Fear the Scarlet.
We grow weak. That'll work. Make way. That will heal all. Suffer the pain of your victims. All will be judged. Prize is at hand.
I won't forget.
We honor our awaiting reinforcements.
Why are they all still looking at me?
You bring judgment upon yourselves.
You've still got some time. Tear them to shreds.
This won't end well for you. This should aid me in my fight.
None will be spared.
That is really something.
Now you understand pain.
Let's give it
I suppose it's something.
this is one of the stronger arms. We did come all the way here for a fight.
Want to get rid of me quick.
They need help. Wealth and power with just a tinge of fashion.
Time is almost up. Do as much as you can.
Looks painful. You left me no choice. Consider another profession.
That's the spirit.
My work is never done.
Interesting tactic.
You're in trouble now.
I'm hoping you'll learn from this, but I know you won't.
To make this as miserable as possible for you, fair warning.
It is time. Grow weak.
You're getting pretty good at that.
Prize is at hand.
I won't be dispatched.
Your penance grows. They're almost here. Hold position.
Anyone else.
Victory is nearly at hand.
You've still got some time. Tear them to shreds.
Prepare yourself. This should aid me in my fight. Watch and learn.
Will not be broken.
I truly doubt they're paying you enough for what's about to happen. Let me show you the way. I hope this is one of the stronger arms. We did come all the way here for a fight.
Vengeance is near.
Have I seen that before? Whatever gets the job done.
All will be judged. We will not be denied!
I barely felt that one.
We'll have to deal with a few more, I'm afraid.
Chosen their fate.
I'm losing my focus.
Time is almost up. Do as much as you can.
They should have recognized the risk in facing a Sorcerer Supreme. You're not going to live.
She will sustain us.
That was really something. This It's in your best interest to quit now.
By mother's house!
they persist.
Your actions have consequences.
That's the spirit. Let's give it a go. Just what this battle requires.
Accept your fate.
Watch closely.
Whatever gets the job done.
Watch and learn, friends.
Prepare yourselves.
To restore our strength. Hell has chosen.
Interesting tactic. Impressive.
You'll have to do better than that.
Do better than that.
They're almost here. Hold position.
today?
The guilty have already begun to...
You've still got some time. Tear them to shreds.
Chaos unleashed.
Nice. Only the innocent are spared. Blood will heal all.
You're not
Set the best you've got.
Reality is only an illusion.
She will sustain us. The blood of heroes will sustain us. We will never stop. On Delta responding.
Still they persist.
Are there more coming?
Time is almost up. Do as much as you can.
My strength grows further. None can escape it.
Powers of hell to stop the forces of hell. Now that is
Don't let up. The more you take down here, the less we have to deal with later.